Hi, I'm Sue Ann, and I'm here to talk about my Sizzix acrylic pads. These are cutting pads that you use to make your sandwiches. And this particular one here is really an old one. It has seen a lot of love, a lot of die cuts. In fact, it's even cracked a bit. Although it's not too curvy, it doesn't have too much of a bow in it. It does have a crack in it, and it's probably on its very last legs. But this is what they look like when they're relatively new. You can see that I can tell that this is a really new one, not only because it's not as used up, but it has this beveled edge on it. That's the way the newer ones come. Makes it a little bit easier to put it through. So that's what it looks like when it's new, nice and flat. Not a whole lot of cutting stuff going on. This is one that I've been using on the top surface of some of my older ones. But so what I did this morning was I wanted to clean them. They had a lot of paper embedded in the cuts, and you can see this one is really bowed here. You can see it on the side how much bow there is to it. But what I did was I took a toothbrush and I put dishwashing liquid over it and was scrubbing away. I wasn't making a whole lot of progress, and so what I did was I ran some really, really hot water in a pan, put soap in it, and let it set for a couple hours. And then when I came back, it was a whole lot easier to get it off. So you can see that some of my other pads got cleaned up pretty well. And the hot water also helped with the bowing of the pads that was going on. So although they're still got a curve to them, they aren't as bad as they were. And here's one of my new, let's see. Here's one of my newer pads, and I was making file folders with this one, and you can see how many times I ran this through, and the poor thing got really curved, and I wasn't paying too much attention about turning it over and back and forth every time I ran it through, and I should have done that because it's a pretty new pad, and it's got a good bow in it. So it's all nice and clean, but it's got a bow. So what I'm going to do is mark it an A side and a B side, and then just make sure that once the A side goes through, I turn it over and use the B side the next time, and so that it will stay nice and flat like this one. This one I think I was doing a whole lot better job. Even though I used it a lot, I kept turning it over, and it's not as bowed as it was. These are all usable, but the ones that are flat are so much easier to use on your magnet platform. Your die cuts lay really flat. The other thing that I did after I scrubbed it all, and I used a hand sanitizer, and if there was any bits of glue or anything stuck to anywhere here, the hand sanitizer, because it has so much alcohol in it, really took off the glue. I could have probably used an alcohol swab too, but I had this around, so I used that. So that's my project for this morning, that I made all my acrylic plates feel happy again. So I'm good. I'm going to go back to class, and we're going to be cutting out a bunch of stuff for Halloween, so we needed some nice flat plates.